Hi, everybody. This is Julie from the Quantum Feather, and I wanted to make a video before the end of the year just to wish everyone a happy solstice and a Merry Christmas. I do want to talk about what is in store for us next year. There are many things on the internet telling us that there are extraterrestrials that are here to help us and to save humanity. They're telling us that Trump is really the president and he's in charge of the military. They're telling us that this illness that's going around is real when we know it's a mind altering game that has been put into place. Because what the powers that are controlling us and that have controlled us here for a long time, you have to look at it like we're on a chessboard. We're in a chess match and we are the pawns. So these beings have been doing this for a long time. So they like to manipulate events to win whatever game they play. If you look over the past millennium, there have been many catastrophes, and like the flood in the Bible, and the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, and a lot of the destruction that killed the dinosaurs. A lot of these events, in my opinion, were used to wipe the chessboard clean. That means to start a game, a reset. And we're in that time right now where we're in that space between the old game and the new game. None of us have been put on the board yet. Those people who are on the different social medias and and I'm not saying everyone's doing it for malicious intent, but I think people have their parts and roles to play in this game, and that's what they're going to do. But right now, a lot of us have just been sitting back and looking around at the world and going, what the heck is happening? So I just want to bring some peace of mind to everybody that what is happening is that those who know what this game is, those who have been on this planet controlling this game through different ages, they like to bring in to help feed the reality that they want. And that usually means that we are enslaved either physically through power and force, or we are enslaved through debt and financial insecurity. And currently, we're being enslaved under mental attacks and false fear about illnesses. Now, I've said before that we are very miraculous beings. As children of God, we have that spark of God within us. And to be able to control that power makes them feel powerful. But it is time for us, all of us, regardless of sexual preference, religious preference, skin color, group affiliation, they use all these tactics to divide us. Because what they do not want is for us to realize that we're being used as pawns in the game that they have created. Politics is also one of those tools that they use to control us. Now, whether you're on the right side or the left side of the issue doesn't matter. A lot of people, they On one side, they're standing for God and freedom, and that's good to stand for. But separate politics out of it. Take away the face that's telling you this is what we stand for. Because if you've learned anything in this past year, is that we have been led around. We have been led to believe that, oh, we're a new financial system's coming in, and it's a quantum financial system, and we've been told that it's going to come in when God says it's time to come in. You know, the God I choose to pray to and be a servant of does not need a financial system. Many higher cultures throughout the universe do not use money. Money and finances are a control system. So anytime they tell you they're bringing in this better system, and then they're attaching spirituality to it, they're full of it. They're lying. Now they're trying to bring in, telling us that there are beings from other planets here helping us from the different solar systems, and this, they have their own problems to deal with. Some of them do have connections here because we come from those different spheres and where our energy is connected to them as well. But in this game, upon this planet, they're really not allowed to interfere with what's going on. You know, we can hope that the higher councils within this universe have chosen to help humanity, because we have been in this severe state of enslavement. They're talking about all of these underground tunnels and them rescuing children, but we're not seeing any evidence of it. You know, so once again, we're being told a story, and as children, we're to believe it. To me, they're programming, and I'm not saying it's not happening. There's some horrible things that have been done to humanity in a whole. Horrible. Killing and murdering, raping, and, you know, just every form of evil has been done upon this planet. But who are the beings doing it? Sorry, my stomach's growling. They also, the biggest lie that really gets me upset is people who are experience extraterrestrial visitations would say that they're telling us that we need to stop destroying our planet. We are the slaves on this planet. The corporations that rule this planet, it's a corporation, it's Earth Incorporated, are the ones destroying this planet. They've destroyed other planets. They don't care. They want to milk the resources from the planet that it has. And we as humanity, we are one of those resources. So what makes you think all of a sudden that they're creating a new way for us to suddenly be free of all of this? And, you know, I know we're not seeing a lot of these political people or powerful people who in the past we know were evil. Supposedly they're being taken down to Gitmo and being dealt with through tribunals. As humanity, if that is true, we deserve to see it. I am really getting tired of being told these things are happening, but there's no proof of anything. And if people say you just have to have faith, no, I am going to create the new world that I want for next year. God empowered me with that spark of creativity to be able to walk the path that I want to walk upon this planet. And I have a right to not be interfered with or programmed or used in any way. So I thought about, what can humanity do against these so-called powers that have control of the military, financial systems, um, medical systems, spiritual systems, I'm sure I missed a few, banking systems upon this planet? What can we do? Now, if we choose to fight according to the rules that they've laid for us, so say financially, they still control that board. Say medically, they still control that board. Supposedly they're bringing out new systems, like med beds and things like that. These med beds have been around for a long time. Cures have been around for a long time. Our family members and people we love had died needlessly because these same people chose to cover these things up. And if you want to know who they are, you look at the people who make the most money. You look at the families who live in opulence and leisure. And then they want to step upon board to tell us that they're on our side. No. They're on their side. And I want to give y'all something to think about, and I'm not here to bash either side. They all have their own ultimatums and purposes of why they do things. But what really got me thinking was, I saw a clip of Mr. T receiving an award, an Academy Award statue, a huge Academy Award statue, from the people who he surrounded himself with, who support him. And to me, this is what it says: that we are on a chessboard. They are on the stage playing these roles. He was chosen to play a role, and they were awarding him for playing that role perfectly. Why do you think Hollywood awards themselves? They have fooled us through acting and pretending to be people that we really know that they're not. Well, some of us know. A lot of us still worship them. We need to start worshiping at the feet of these people. You need to take that power back to yourself, your sovereignty with who you are as a human being upon this planet, a sovereign being that was created for the purpose of creating. We were not created to be slaves. So as we move through the time of the winter solstice, and a lot of people are starting to realize that Christmas, from what it was designed to be, was really to feed a secret society with energy, mostly using consumerism and worship as well. Jesus' birthday, he wasn't born December 25th. And if you don't believe me, you do your own research, okay? And some people say it's okay as long as we celebrate it. No. If you understand the cycles of the energy that we live in, we're feeding our energy to create for them their new program for next year. Now is the time that we need to be forgiving ourselves for any of those dark deeds that we have done, and make a promise to ourselves and an intention to do what's good and right by humanity. Now is the time to start gathering those seeds of what you want for your life for next year. I have learned this the hard way. I've tried this several times over. And so far, we have been protected and guided, me and my family, because we're choosing to follow the things that make us feel good, like we're doing good. I'm done being a slave to these people who have been benefiting off of the power that we carry within us. Set your intention for what you want for you and your family. We want health. We want prosperity and abundance. It's okay to want to be wealthy. That is okay. You need to give your permission to yourself for that to be okay. Don't let them steal from you your magic. Patriotism, for all of its feel-good moments, is a program. Religion is a program. We are spiritual beings. Our relationship between our God is between us and our God. So many people are programmed right now within this fear that they don't even want to be around their loved ones. What kind of life is that? That you're going to choose to discard someone out of your life because of someone telling you that they're bad for you? Are we going to be like we were in the past and watch people be murdered and killed because we think they're less than we are? What kind of person does that make you? We're all equal. We were born equal. God made us equal. So for anyone to separate us into categories and tell us that we are lesser than someone else is full of it. Full of themselves and full of darkness. So sit with yourself for a little while. Meditate upon what you want to bring into the next year. Freedom for everybody. For everybody. Abundance, prosperity. We don't want to see children hungry anymore. We don't want to see our elderly homeless or dying by themselves in their beds. We don't want to see control through television and programming of our minds to go buy, 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 be consumers, or worship at the feet of fake idols such as our entertainment. While we watch people get rich, while they're stepping on the bodies of children and the sick. Or we watch medical systems grow fatter off of money when they're here to heal people. These systems need to go. That includes our government. And you can do that in a peaceful manner by meditating on what you want for next year, pulling that God spark from inside of you and creating the new year, our new world and our reset. At the beginning of the so-called reset, on the right side of this game, we're being told, they're going to cancel out all your debt. They're going to cancel out your loans, and they're going to provide money for you to start new entrepreneurships and things like that. But you need to realize this money was fake to begin with. They're lending you money and giving it to you and then wanting it back with interest and stuff. And this is money they've never had. So how do they have the right to tell you we're going to cancel it? No, it was fake. We allow them to create that in our lives. And now's the time to be done with it. We are here to be prosperous, to be happy, to evolve spiritually, to learn about who we are and what we can do through our beautiful power and spark that was given to us to carry here. 2022 is the year of an enslavement, and for the awakening of humans. We are done with these groups that have been controlling us for so long. We're done. I'm done. I'm done. I think that's all I have to say. I love y'all. Go light a candle and sit down with yourself and meditate and really think about what you want to leave behind. All of this suffering and pain and darkness they're programmed into you. Use the power and the cycles of the universe to bring in a beautiful, healing, abundant, prosperous energy for all of us. Walk in your power. We are warriors, and we are spiritual warriors. And we have been enslaved through our mind. Tell someone you love them, for it's the highest frequency you can share with someone on this planet. If everyone said, I love you every day, it would raise the frequency of this planet. So I love you. I'll talk to you again in 2022. Bye.